What is up, legends? We are back, and we are back in another Hype Watch. This is going to be the last Hype Watch for the year. By the time you see this, it will be New Year's. So Friday, of course, and it's been a long year, man. It's just been a long year, a very good year. I'm gonna tell you at the end, the good hype news. So let's just get right into the news. No PC this week because there's just nothing coming the following week for us to even be hyped for, and the only thing coming actually for the hype is Eversoul. So we'll see. That's probably going to be the 5th. Hopefully it'll come out and launch. But again, let's get into the news. All World Love game. It makes no sense. None of this game makes any sense other than it's a city builder / RPG / waifu sim / dating sim / what the F is going on in this game? All that's hello? Why she got her hands like that? Look at her hand. What is it? What? Look at her. Okay. Alright, well, that's a thing right here. Obviously, they want you to waifu hunt or whatever else. If you want to get your little Asian girl, I guess, with bent up hands, have at it. Next up is Car X Street. This is another one of those street games where it's really not much to it besides drag racing and everything else like that. But the cars look good, and the emphasis is on drifting and getting the hot car, basically, which is kind of like what you want to do in real life. You don't want to drift though. Don't drift, especially if you live in city areas. That's not good. You're gonna get arrested. But as far as getting the hot car, definite if that's your thing. Next up, we have Astral Fantasy. This is a Chinese game, by the way. They didn't put a whole lot here for you to actually look at. Hold on, let me go up in here. No, they just didn't. With this said, over here for this particular game, this is a RPG / I guess you could say MMO, kinda. You can just go in, and it reminds me a lot of the Tales of Fantasy and Tales of Wind games that we have, all those clone types. You're gonna have a battle system, you're gonna have the VIP system and all that type of stuff. It's just one of those games. Again, it's gonna be partially English and mostly Chinese. So if you're looking just for another game to actually play, here it is. Next up is Mech Master. Mech Master, we'll just click into it right here. It's a little bit like Command and Conquer, if you're into that type of thing, and robots, and they have builds and everything else like that. So you can have a little bit of fun with the customization. This has a very big, well, not this, but this genre in general has there's a lot of people playing stuff like this, like those old school Warcraft games where they have the custom maps, and they have Command and Conquer got the custom map too. The War of the Worlds custom maps. I didn't know how big that was until I looked at it on Twitch. And the Twitch streamers who actually do it, granted, these games are 15 and 20 years old. And it's 500 to 1,000 people watching that. And there's not 500 to 1,000 people watching new games in most cases. But these old games, they haven't at it. I don't know what's going on, but they got a fan base. Beast Lord New Land. This one is interesting because you pretty much can be animals. You can be whatever, as you can see here. I was looking at a video on this. Obviously, I'm not gonna mess around with it, but it's a city builder with animals. Basically, you can just make your sanctuary, and then have alpha animals, and then stuff that they can go hunt and things like that. It's interesting. It's interesting if you want to deal with stuff like that. I thought that it was different, so that's the reason why I put it up on the channel, just to let you guys look at it. So yeah. Next up is Train Empire Tycoon. Why you would ever want to play a game like this, I don't know, but again, something new and different. It's obviously going to be idle. I don't know why they got waifus here. I guess you're supposed to be like on the train chilling. It's like, what is this right here? First class packs? What train is that? Can I go ride that train? And that's not real. We don't have trains like that around here. Japan got trains like that. We don't got trains. Our trains are dirty and stink. Next up, we have Moth Lake. If you have ever played Maniac Mansion, literally, this game is like Maniac Mansion. It like literally, it's like they took it and they said, you know what, we need to make that game again. That game is amazing. It even has a sequel that I've never seen before, but it's kind of lit. Just to let you guys know. Next up, Pixel Made Survival, which I've been low key playing a little bit of this. This is actually kind of amazing. Oh no, we don't want no sound. For like 15 minutes to survive, like 20 minutes to hell, those types of games like that. There's a big genre for this now as well. As you can see, running around, getting your power. Doing your best to survive. There's literally like hundreds of games like this now. This one's kind of addicting too. I keep like picking them up like once in a while to try to mess with it and try to see how long I can survive, and they're kind of cool. And the last thing we're going to talk about, which is the most interesting and the hype of the week, is Tower of Fantasy. Now I know you're probably like, bro, Tower of Fantasy, we talking about Tower of Fantasy? First of all, I'm getting Annabelle, by the way. I'm just going to say that. Tower Fantasy is actually swagging out. This game is getting really, really good. I mean really, really good. Like so much stuff, so much depth. Like you got like an apartment. Like you see racing these new characters. Oh, Tian Lang is just a homie right here. I don't even have him yet. I needed to get him up in farming, but this game's actually getting amazing just in general, which is why I'm giving it the hype of the week, because it has so much stuff in it. Like the new zones, like there's so much stuff in the zones. Like it literally take you like a week to get through the zone, like the 100% it. Well, some people know life and do it in a day, but for me, with me having to like spend my time split through game to game, this game, it taxes that, because I have to spend dedicated time in this to actually get ahead. You can't just split time and then look at other things. It just doesn't work like that in this type of game. And I appreciate it because like it's just so much stuff. Like that race right there is amazing as well. And the magnitude of the gear that you can actually get now with the different weapons and stuff like this, you can kind of make your own play style. And what I appreciate about this game the most, before we wrap up for the year and it'll be the end, is that essentially like we have Genshin and we have PGR and then Aether Gazer that's coming. What you can basically do in this game is you can make your own gacha character. And you probably like, what you talk about. You basically design your character, and you get weapons. You put the weapons together, and it's your character. It's not like you summoned a character. And so you summon the weapons, of course, and the weapons are these individual characters, these people. They're called simulacrum. But the character itself, you putting the weapons together, it's how you want to deal with the character, how you want to build the weapons. Like what do you want to do with the weapons, how strong you want to, what type of weapon you want to put together to have a certain type of play style. If you want to be ranged mixed with melee, you want to just straight up be a tank, you want to just be a healer with some range and DPS, you want to be a healer and punch stuff like right there and still heal, and you can do that. You can do all that. It's your character, it's your gacha character. That's what I deeply appreciate about this game the most, and I'm strongly suggesting that you guys check it out and play it, because it's just a lot of fun in my opinion. So I will catch you guys next video. I will see you soon, and trust me, try it out the way it is right now. Give it a fair shot. Don't think of it as a Genshin clone, because this is its own thing. It's far away from being Genshin at this point. It's like something completely different, and in my opinion, in a lot of ways it's better. So I know it's gonna trigger some people who like avid Genshin fans. Genshin is a better lore game and a better gacha character game. This is a better game, if that means something to you. So that's all I got for you guys in this particular video. It's been a long year. It's been a great year. We are going to be working with NetEase starting next year on games and bringing stuff to you. So I'm gonna have more Asian titles that I can hopefully get into you guys' hands as global gamers getting. And I'm thankful that they reached out to me on that, because I'm one of the few gamers on the market that does it, and they like the way that I cover games and my attitude towards covering stuff. I don't just use outrage culture and just spaz out, start disrespecting everything, and wow out, and then just make up all types of nonsense, and then clickbait and everything else like this. Like I keep telling everybody, clickbait don't get you sponsors. It just don't. It don't, like, doing outrage all the time. Just all you're gonna do is piss off companies, and they just not gonna talk to you. Now, it's not saying that you need to sell out, because you never see me sell out. I just sit up here and tell a company like, you suck. I literally told like with Bandai straight mad at me, but I don't care. Like either way, like y'all suck. 10 years of you failing and every game get shut down and canceled. What do you think that's good? You suck. Like, I don't care if you're mad. I don't care if somebody got stressed out in the board meeting and they played my video and they got upset. Get upset and do better. For 2023, do better. How about that? That should be on Bandai's chalkboard. Do better. Get good. Get good as a developer, because you ain't good. I don't know what you are, but you ain't good. If it was any other industry, any other market, that whole company would be shut down. They just get away with it now because people pay for stuff because they're anime games. If it was anything else, they would be shut down. And that's the God's honest truth. I'm gonna end 2022 the same way I started 2022, telling it to you guys real, and telling it to Bandai real, because I really don't care about them being upset about me saying they suck, because you just do. Now, in hindsight, what you want to do in that type of situation is, when companies come to you, you want to just straight up be like, hey, I'm going to tell you the truth. If you don't want the truth, then don't deal with me. That's the way that you should, like, and I'll say it to every single company, and like the real ones, you see, I'm always getting a sponsor. I'm always getting people coming to me, say, hey, cover this, cover that, cover this. I turn down a lot of stuff because it just doesn't make any sense to do. And it's kind of weird at the end of the day. I'm like, bro, like, why I can't, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, when it's a game where it's just literally you just run around on a rope and a string, and you're like RPG managed and stuff like this. I usually turn down those games. I do like one a week or something like that. If it has something vaguely different out of the AFK arena type of stuff, then I'll cover it and show you guys. But for the most part, it's usually like 5 or 6, even 10 games like that a week. And I get an email for every damn one of them, basically, because I'm one of the last few people who even give them like 1% of the time a day now, because most creators don't even look at those games anymore. But I have a contract. I'm supposed to like cover certain things, so I told them I'm only doing like maybe 1 or 2 a week. I'm not doing all of that they keep sending me. And they even have stuff like that on PC. There's a lot of PC stuff I'm not gonna mess around with. Remnant messing around with. Hogwarts messing around with, definitely. So stay tuned for those, and I hope you guys have a good holiday. Well, the holidays is over, it's going to be over on Sunday, but I hope you guys had a good holiday. I hope you guys got all the gifts you want, had fun New Year's Eve, and party out, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you gotta, whatever you're doing. And I'll see you in the new year. Peace. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.